How's it going? How are you today? I hope you're doing better than I am. Hi, hey, hello. Everyone say one really big collective prayer, even though y'all are watching this after it has happened, that the video isn't like awful this time because I've already filmed this once and I thought it was great, the look was amazing, and all of the footage was unusable because it was all fuzzy, and so oh, me with no eyebrows though. Sup, fam. Anyway, if you want to keep watching, I'm doing a retake of me trying out all new things because I have a lot of samples, and also I got stuff for Christmas, or I've recently bought things that are new. And so it's a full face of first impressions that hopefully I can redo and make basically a sunset look on my eyes with it. If you want to keep watching and you're interested, keep watching. The first thing I'm trying is this moisturizer, and it is from Korres, K-O-R-R-E-S, and it's their Greek Yogurt Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, because white on white, you know? Yeah, that's not coming up, I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of it, because as I was trying it earlier, before my video file just didn't look good. And it honestly kind of just smells gross, and it makes my face feel greasy. And you might be saying, Amanda, if you've already filmed this and you know it, then why in the world would you put it back on your face? And to that I tell you, dear subscriber, hopefully, hit the subscribe button if you aren't. I wanted to make this retake essentially as authentic as I could re-get it. I don't know, I just really wanted it to all be the same as it was, so I'm sorry. It was funny the first time around too. I felt like I was funny in it. But yeah. Also, I changed my thingy, my height, so now you're not all the way down. I figured it out, guys. I'm smart. Re-figured out how to work my equipment somewhat. Clearly, I still was struggling with this camera. So that was the Greek Yogurt Smoothie Moisturizer. Again, I feel kind of greasy, but life be that word. Okay, the next thing I'm doing is the Smashbox Photo Finish, and I know everyone's like, how have you not tried this? I have, technically, but I haven't worn it in years, so it's basically retrying, because I don't even know the last time I wore this. And also, I can't tell right now if this is what's also making me feel greasy, or if it's a combo between this primer and the moisturizer, but my face honestly kind of feels like it's dripping in grease, which it doesn't need help with because I have a very, very dry face, and so it just overcompensates by creating more oil, and so I don't really need help with the grease department. I had 3 different samples. It was one from Lancome, it was what's the Rihanna line? It was one from Rihanna's line. I honestly am gonna get hated on this. Fenty. It was the Fenty, Lancome, and then the Kevyn Aucoin. Still don't know if I'm saying that right. Foundation, and I chose the Kevyn Aucoin one. And it looks like that. Can you see that? It's the Etherealist, and it's Skin Illuminating Foundation. And I'm using the light EF02 shade because it was the lightest one. And your girl's really freaking pale at the moment because, you know, winter. If I suddenly become darker again in videos, it's just that I started self-tanning because I hate being really pale. It just doesn't work for me. I wish I was one of those people who naturally just looked really pretty pale, but I don't feel like I look very pretty pale, to be completely honest with you. Also, can we talk about how my skin is it doesn't look good. I've been really stressed because last week I had 5 million papers to write, so that was joyous days, and they were all doing Monday, so and so I did them all Sunday night and Monday morning because I'm a really good student. you should really follow my lead, you know? Just do all your work the night before and cry and don't get sleep. It really works, you know? I put way too much foundation on. Hello, yellow. If I just beat it hard enough, maybe I'll make it look more like my skin color. Am I like the best beauty guru, or am I the best beauty guru? Oh, I'm I'm really part of that beautiful people community that Jenna Marbles is always talking about, you know? I feel like I look kind of crazy at the moment with how this is looking, at least in person. I don't know if it looks any freaking better on camera, but in person I look like a mix between a dead person and a live person, so I guess kind of like a zombie. Because apparently I don't know how to make analogies. Like, see what I mean? Do you see this? That's disgusting. Get your life together, face. It's disgusting. As my sister likes to say. Oh wow. It really makes my teeth look a lot more yellow than they are. That's really cute. We stan. Want to see a cool trick? Hey Google, do you stan me?
You're my favorite person ever.
Thanks Google. At least if no one else in this world stans me, Google stans me, you know? It's all you need. Google runs everything anyways. Okay, the concealer that I'm using is not new, but I didn't have any concealers to try and I didn't want to go out and buy a new one that I hadn't used. So I am just I'm thriving. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I'm hoping we can see that. Cool lip. I feel a bit cakey mainly because I don't wear a lot of like real foundations. I mainly use like tinted moisturizers, BB creams, CC creams. Like that's typically what I use. So like to have like actual real person foundation on, I feel a bit weird. I'm sorry that y'all are probably gonna have to watch this version because the first one was bomb. Let's talk about things, shall we? What should we talk about? What I'm learning, that's probably what I'm trying to think about. I'm currently, in case you didn't know and you're new here, which I have a very small channel, so it's very likely that you are new here. Or maybe you aren't, and you're a watcher, a regular. I love you if you are. Currently, I am a senior in college. I am in my second semester. I graduate in May, hopefully, if I can pass all my classes. Currently, the papers I was writing, one of them was for my immunology class. And it was on basically what like our group project was going to be about. And we're doing ours on parabens. Basically, we're testing if they can like cause cancer, if they have any like, if they show any indication they do, because they're used in like makeup, cleaning products, deodorants, things like that. And so we're testing if it'll cause cancer, since that's a big thing right now. The other paper I was writing was for my senior capstone class, and I'm doing my paper on finding a cure for multiple sclerosis, and because currently there is no cure, and I am doing mine mainly on looking at stem cell research and seeing like we have to find like a new novel topic. And so like the cure isn't novel, like trying to find a cure, because I'm sure a lot of people who study MS are trying to find a cure. But also part of the issue with it is that they don't know like the cause for MS. And they think that one of the causes could be, what is it called? The Epstein-Barr virus, which is mono. They think that that could play a cause, but not like just that specifically. So like if you have had mono in the past, like that, I'm not telling you that you're about to get MS. It's probably environmental factors caused with like genetic and like other things. Like it's basically like my mom refers to MS as like the perfect storm. For anyone wondering, we have a lot of like medical people in my family. I decided I really don't want to do medicine. So like I'm kind of like, I graduate in May, hopefully, fingers crossed. Oh, back to my paper. I'm sorry, I'm the worst at telling stories. I go in like 5 million directions. Oh, so it's like looking at that, and then they've been doing stem cell treatments, like some of them since like the 1900 area. Not like early 1900s, but they've been doing it since like I think later 1900s. I'm not sure which year they started. They're really only used for like when you have progressive MS, and there's 2 different types of MS that you can have. You can have relapsing remitting, which is RRMS, is what it's typically abbreviated to, and then progressive MS. And can I help you? And progressive MS is like things are not gonna really get better. With the relapsing remitting, like it's an easier thing to like handle. You live more of like a normal life. Where like things aren't as bad, but once it gets progressive, like that's when you hear the stories of like the people who can't walk because they have MS, like that's typically from progressive. And so a lot of treatments like focus on the relapsing remitting of MS and not really progressive, but a lot of them are just like medicine. It's like injections and like oral treatments that you can do, because stem cells, it's expensive, clearly, because stem cells aren't cheap. I'm doing my eyebrows now while I continue to tell you my story. I'm using, this is not technically like super new, I just got it and it was $10 and I've used it like twice and they haven't gone great, but it is the Maybelline New York Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. You see that? I don't know. Hopefully. I'm sorry. Again, best beauty guru, A+ to me. What was I talking about? Oh, but I feel like stem cells, I remember where I was. I feel like stem cells are like kind of the best hope almost to having a cure, because you can do so much with stem cells that could, I feel like, help treat it and then hopefully cure it if you can do like the right thing to them. I personally would want to use like the patient's stem cells instead of someone else's, so that way like you know that they're not gonna reject them, hopefully. I feel like I'm gonna be rocking the like really no brow look until spring break, because the Walmart here, which is like all we have, is rough and they did not have what I usually get. So now I have this. Look at this brow. Like, what is that? What is that? I don't know what's happening. I feel like my brow just looks awful. Love that. Oh, I feel like I literally just made it worse. That looks awful. But like, I don't know how to fix it. We're just gonna move on to the other brow. But first, I want you to take special notice of the difference between this untouched brow and this monstrosity. Do you think I just like shouldn't brush it out? Do you think that would make it better? If I like just don't touch it? Because like this brow is just, she's hopeless. There's nothing we can do for her. She's terminal at this point. It's not perfect, but like it's passable. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. Is that something is at least passable. That's how I get through my test. Oh, eyeshadow, yes. The 2 things that we're going to be using is the Tartelette Toasted Palette, which is like this. It's really pretty, and like I've literally only used it just for when I filmed the first take of this video. So like that's a brand new thing. And then the second one is the James Charles and Morphe palette. I guess it's technically Morphe times James Charles with all of that. And I chose this because I really haven't used it except for like the Valentine's video, and I only used like 3 colors in it, so I was like, there's still a lot that I haven't used in it. So okay, so the first shade that I'll be going in with, I don't know if I can do it like this, is this one, and it's S'more. And I am just going to put that all over my lid for a base. And I know, you may be like, Amanda, you have a lot more brushes. You get like a brush every time from Ipsy. Why are you using your finger? And to that I say, I want to. So I'm going to go into my crease with Latte and a little bit of Cashmere from the Tarte palette. This one is Latte, and then, ooh, come on, this one is Cashmere. Maybe like a picture will pop up here. We'll see. But what else can we talk about? I watched the Shane Dawson conspiracy. I'm suffering. I watched the Shane Dawson conspiracy series he posted. I personally preferred part 2 to part 1 because I thought it was like more personal, and they were like, I was more interested in the conspiracies than that. Even though like the one with Brittany Louise Taylor, that's her name, right? It wasn't really like a conspiracy per se. It was just like really, really sad. And I felt awful like hearing that she had to like go through that, especially because they have a kid together, and like the dude's just awful. But I agree with Shane in the fact that I feel like in a way he probably did it on purpose, you know, because like if he really was this poor kid in Serbia growing up, then like I'm sure he would have wanted like some sort of like fame or notoriety, and maybe he definitely didn't go about it in like the best way. I feel like that could be like legitimately a reason why, is because like he thought that if he could get it from her and her channel and like she would make money as a YouTuber, then like he would have that, you know. So like it's really sad and it's awful, and like I'm one of those people who like genuinely tries to put myself in another person's position and like understand it before I make a choice or a decision, and like I help my friends like by seeing the other person's view. But I can't put myself in that position because like I could never do that to someone, because I think it's disgusting and just despicable to use someone for something like that, to use someone for fame or money or whatever it is. Like I can't imagine it, because I could never do that to someone, because that's someone's like feelings and emotions, and like you're triggering them, and it's gross. It's disgusting, and he's disgusting, and I just Okay, so with the James Charles palette, I'm going to go in with, where is it? This one. You see it? And put that on the inner corner of my eye. But I found the Chuck E. Cheese one interesting because like I really would not doubt if that was happening, because Chuck E. Cheese is just absolutely disgusting. Like that's where germs go to just like harvest themselves. Not harvest. Do you mind? Okay, you're gonna pull out anytime soon? You're just gonna sit outside my window rubbing your engine. Okay, you're going up the ladder. Cool. Like, it's disgusting. It's filthy. So I really would not doubt if, like, Chuck E. Cheese was actually, like, reusing pizza. Also, like, how else would it come out like that? I honestly, like, believe that one. I'm sorry if y'all, like, haven't seen this. I just realized that I probably should have been like, oh, spoilers ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry, fam. But the last one is like the iPhone one. I found it really, or not iPhone, that was in the first one. It was about like the voice thingy. Which, I mean, like I see the concern around it and surrounding like the topic of it, because like, it could get the world into like trouble. I can definitely see that. Next, I'm going to go in with Tea and No Beans from the James Charles palette. So, that one and that one. And I'm going to pop these two colors on the outer corner and go into the middle with it. And then the first one, I mean the first like part of it was good. I am not saying it wasn't. I just preferred the second one because it had more like, it had the more personal touch to it with the story from Britney, and also it was funnier to me. But the first part was good too, but just like the Woolsey Fire one was really sad to think like maybe if it is true, I don't know if I believe that like lasers started the fire. I don't know if I believe that, but like it was really sad to like see the destruction of it, you know? But that's just my opinion on the video. I thought they were both good though. What are your thoughts on the video? Let me know in the comments below. I love to talk about things. I'm so descriptive. I love to talk about things. That's my dating profile. And that's like just what it says. I love to talk about things. So descriptive. That looks kind of similar. I had it more like a sunsetty type effect, but I think that still looks relatively good. Hopefully I'm not just like tricking myself to make myself feel better about what's happened with this video. I'm gonna go back in with Latte and Cashmere and the crease to blend it out a bit. I never really do like really bold eyes like this, and I kind of honestly enjoy it, but like I would not wear this out because I would just feel really weird like rolling up into class and being like, hey guys, what's up, with like a full face of makeup like this, but then being in like leggings and an oversized sweatshirt. Being like, hi. And then I'm gonna go back in with whatever the color was. I don't know, I lost my thing. With So Good into the inner corner and retouch it up. Some of it got like lost in translation. Maybe it asked for too much. Maybe it was a masterpiece before I tore it all up. I was there, running scared. But I remember it all too well. Wow. I'm such an artist. Are you proud of me, James? I unleashed my inner artist. I know it's not like the big grand designs that he does, but like this is unleashing my inner artist, and for me. James can do like amazing like sorcery with his looks. Like I watch his videos and it'll be like some grand design like through here, and I'm like shook, but also like so amazed because I'm like I can't relate at all. I want to do more videos with this and like try different that's what I'm holding, different like looks, and someone suggested doing, I did not mean to post that, doing a galaxy look with it, and I think that would be really cool. And then my friend said I should do a painting, and so I was like, what if I combine Van Gogh's Starry Night, that's what the painting's called, right? I'm not like making that up. I think it's Starry Night, and then like combine it with the galaxy and like see how that goes. I thought that'd be pretty interesting, but I also joked I could do like his fruit bowl, or like the one where he just like painted his room. I personally would find that funny, but I feel like I am the only person who would find that funny because it is my brand of humor. So I don't know, if you want to see that, let me know. And then I'm going to go in with No Beans again under the eye right here to kind of connect it up. And then I'm going to go in with Code James in the middle. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with, what is this? Is 10% off? No, it's Tune. I'm going to go in with Tune, which is a yellow shade, and just put that near the end of the waterline. And I know that it doesn't show up like a ton because, you know, it's yellow. But just like a little bit of a transition shade. Perfect. It's perfect. The eyes actually look semi-perfect to what it was earlier. I am using this eyeliner, which is Lottie London AM to PM liner. And again, really only used it when I did the video before this that I couldn't use. Hey, I'm done. Oh, that look. I've had to like the most attractive faces. And then this isn't new either. It is the See It London Wonder Wand mascara. Can we see that? I hope so. Again, top tier beauty guru. I did this video, and like when I filmed the first video for it before couldn't use the video. Fun. I had no idea what I was going in with. Like, I literally just started messing around with the eyeshadows, and this is what, like, came out of it. And I don't really practice most of my looks. The only ones I've practiced was practice my Mamma Mia look that I did, and practice my Valentine's Day look. Those were really, I think, the only two I've ever practiced because I thought I should. But like a lot of times I just come in and just fiddle around with makeup and have fun, you know? And honestly, I feel like that's what is important about it. On a completely different note, my eyes look really pretty today. They're like a very green blue. They're very blue today. They look a lot like my mom's eyes. Like the only one without blue eyes in my family. Like immediate family. So like that's lit. So whenever like I have them when like they're blue, I've always been a big fan because I have hazel eyes. So when they're more blue than anything, I get really excited. I'm like, oh my gosh, I matched my family finally. Next, I am doing my highlight. And I don't really know if this is technically a highlight, but it's the Nomad Cosmetics Around the World Light Infusion Powder. That's what it looks like. But I think we're also going to go in with one of the shades from the James Charles palette because I know he's used it as a highlight in his videos, so I'm going to use it too. If James uses it, I can use it as highlight. That's the tea. So I think I forgot that it was so purple between when I filmed this earlier and now. And then I'm going to use Face from the James Charles palette for highlight as well. And the very last thing, I don't remember if I've tried this before, like obviously earlier today. So like if I have, I'm really sorry. I really didn't think I had. So I am doing this for my lips, and it is the Bite Beauty Amuse Boucher Lipstick in Kai. I'm sorry. I found that funny. I don't know if literally anyone else besides me would have found that funny, but I cater to my own sense of humor. Apparently, I feel like that's just what this video has been. I think that's it. What do we think? Do we love? Do we like? Do we hate? Tell me your thoughts down in the comments below. Honestly, like, I'm a fan. I am glad that I was able to get like the eyeshadow like pretty decently close to what it was beforehand. It's not exactly, but like I'll pop up a picture like here of what it was before. I think it looks pretty nice. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you also try this because I really like this. Maybe it's not like your thing. I didn't think it was my thing either because like I said, I don't really do dramatic looks. I do pretty neutral everyday sort of eye makeup looks. I am kind of shook at myself and how much I like this, so if you also like this makeup look and you want to try it yourself, give this video a big thumbs up. And also if you retry it, tweet them at me or Instagram me them, like DM it. I would love to see them. So both of my Twitter and Instagram are at Amanda M. Moses. So like hit me up, send me those DMs. If you recreate this eye makeup look, I would love to see them. And in the comments below, tell me if you think it looks vaguely like a sunset, because I feel like it does, but also like, what do I know? You can also hit the subscribe button if you are not already subscribed, and you can hit the bell icon next to it to be notified every single time that I post, so that you will never miss a single video of me and the mess that I am. Or you can hit subscribe up here, and then I will link 2 other videos over on this side. One of them will be the Mamma Mia look that I also practice, and then the other one will just be some video for you to go watch for your viewing pleasure. And I hope that you all have an amazing rest of your day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Bye guys. This was a really beautiful angle, you know? Imagine this is just what you see in sleep paralysis. It's just like this part of my face. What you doing? I'd be running if this was just like... Wow. The content in my videos is honestly amazing.